Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. This presentation focuses on the DTC P0333, which indicates a high voltage condition in the knock sensor 2 circuit for bank 2 in the Honda Pilot models from 2016 to 2022. The knock sensor plays a vital role in the engine management system by monitoring engine vibrations. Located typically on the engine block or cylinder head, this sensor sends feedback to the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, to optimize ignition timing and maintain engine performance. A high voltage reading can indicate a malfunction within the knock sensor or issues with the wiring harness connected to it. Accurate diagnosis and troubleshooting steps are essential to resolve this error and restore normal vehicle operation. The DTC P0333 signifies that the knock sensor 2, specifically for bank 2, is not operating correctly due to a high voltage issue. The knock sensor is an integral component designed to detect engine knocking or pinging, a phenomenon that can cause engine damage if left unchecked. Located usually on the engine cylinder head, this sensor detects vibrations and relays this information to the PCM. The PCM utilizes this data to make real-time adjustments to engine parameters, such as ignition timing, to prevent knocking. Should this sensor fail, or if there's an issue in the wiring, it can lead to improper engine timing, decreased performance, or even potential engine damage. Several factors can lead to the occurrence of DTC P0333. Firstly, a faulty knock sensor 2 itself is a common reason where internal failure causes incorrect voltage readings. Secondly, wiring issues, such as frayed or damaged wires, can disrupt the signal sent to the PCM, leading to high voltage detection. Additionally, poor connections at the knock sensor or the PCM might contribute to fluctuating voltage readings, causing erroneous DTC. It is crucial to systematically investigate each of these potential causes before other diagnostics or repairs are initiated. When DTC P0333 is triggered, several symptoms may become evident. The most noticeable indicator is usually the activation of the check engine light on the dashboard, alerting the driver to a potential problem. Drivers might also experience poor engine performance, including stalling or hesitation during acceleration. Increased fuel consumption is another side effect, as the engine may not be operating at optimal timing. Overall, it's critical for vehicle health that these symptoms are addressed promptly to maintain engine efficiency and avoid further complications. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0333 involves verifying the issue through a series of procedural checks. Begin by turning the vehicle to the on mode, which allows the vehicle systems to initialize. Using the HDS, Honda Diagnostics System, clear any stored DTCs from the system to reset the diagnostic memory. After clearing the codes, turn the vehicle off and then return to the on mode again to check for either pending or confirmed DTCs using the HDS. If DTC P0333 reappears, it confirms a persistent failure that must be addressed. If not, the situation may indicate an intermittent issue that should be further investigated, particularly the connections and terminals linked to knock sensor 2. For the second troubleshooting step, first ensure the vehicle is turned off and in the lock position. Disconnect the 2P connector for knock sensor 2, bank 2, allowing for an accurate inspection and testing of the sensor circuit. Once disconnected, turn the vehicle back to on mode. You will need to measure the voltage between the two test points specified on the knock sensor's connector. Specifically, check between the two terminals, number 1 and number 2 of the 2P connector. A reading of approximately 5.0 volts indicates the sensor circuitry is functioning correctly. Any significant deviation from this may indicate a fault with the knock sensor itself, necessitating its replacement. In step 3, continue by measuring the voltage again. But this time, the test should be performed with the knock sensor connector still disconnected. This involves checking the voltage at different test points, comparing the voltage of the terminal connected to the connector to the vehicle's body ground. This test will help determine whether the KSB2 wire line is functioning properly. If you again measure approximately 5.0 V, that confirms the integrity of the wiring leading to the PCM from the knock sensor. However, if the voltage reading is lower than expected, further investigation into potential disruptions along the wire is necessary before considering a PCM replacement. In this step, initiate an open wire check to assess the KSB2 line thoroughly. First, turn the vehicle off and jump the SCS service check signal line with the HDS for safety and to disable the airbag system, letting it sit for over 1 minute. After this, detach the PCM connector, specifically the C51P connector, to allow for diagnostic testing without interference from other systems. You will then check for continuity between 2 specified test points, ensuring that a solid connection exists. If continuity is confirmed, this indicates that the KSB2 wire is intact and functional. However, if there is no continuity, then a repair is necessary to address the open circuit between the PCM and knock sensor 2, as this would explain the high voltage DTC. The final troubleshooting step focuses on evaluating the KSSGB2 line. Just like the previous steps, begin by turning the vehicle to lock mode and jumping the SCS line once more to maintain safety. Disconnect the PCM-C connector again to ensure all testing is performed accurately without power. Continuing from there, check for continuity between the specified test points at the knock sensor connector and the relevant PCM terminal. If continuity is found in this line, it indicates that the KSSGB2 wire is functional as expected. However, should this test result in a lack of continuity, it requires immediate intervention to repair the open in the KSSGB2 wire. Going back to the relevant connections in your troubleshooting documentation to ensure compliance. The final repair verification step is crucial to ensure that the issue has been properly resolved. Begin by rechecking all DTCs using the HDS after completing the troubleshooting and any necessary repairs. There should be no DTCs present following this sequence. Subsequently, verify the vehicle's engine performance by running it through normal operational conditions, looking for improvements in performance and responsiveness. A proper test drive should follow, observing any potential symptoms the vehicle was previously experiencing. If everything appears normal without re-triggering the P0333 code, the repair can be considered successful. To reduce the chances of encountering DTC P0333 or similar issues in the future, regular preventive maintenance plays an essential role. Implement routine inspections of engine components, specifically focusing on the knock sensor and its associated wiring. Routine checks can help uncover any signs of wear or degradation before they escalate into serious faults. Additionally, it's prudent to regularly inspect all electrical connections to ensure they are secure, clean, and free from corrosion. Monitoring engine performance should be a daily practice, allowing for quicker identification of irregularities that could indicate sensor or wiring issues. In conclusion, DTC P0333 primarily indicates a high voltage issue within the knock sensor 2 circuit of the Honda Pilot, affecting engine performance and diagnostic efficiency. Understanding the roles of key components, including the knock sensor and PCM, is critical for effective troubleshooting. The importance of following a systematic diagnostic procedure cannot be overstated, as this ensures thorough assessment and minimizes the chances of overlooking underlying issues. By addressing possible causes, implementing step-by-step troubleshooting, and adhering to preventive maintenance, vehicle operators can significantly enhance engine reliability and performance, leading to safer and more efficient driving experiences. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.